Good afternoon. I am Senate President Karen Spilka, for those of you that may not know me. Welcome. Welcome to your house. This is the people's house. It's great to have you here. It's great joy that we adopt this resolution celebrating Jewish American Heritage Month today. I want to thank my colleagues, Senate Majority Leader Cindy Cream and Senator Friedman, for sponsoring this resolution. And I want to thank all of my Senate colleagues for their support. I'd also like to thank and welcome the many distinguished guests who are joining us today, including Treasurer Deb Goldberg. Thank you. And I want to acknowledge there are several state representatives here as well. So thank you so much for being here. Jewish American Heritage Month was first established in 2006 by then President George W. Bush, thanks to a concerted effort by American Jewish leaders to designate 1 month specifically recognizing the many Jews in America and their many, many contributions to the United States. Indeed, it's hard to imagine where we would be as a country without the many gifts that the Jewish Americans were able to develop and share throughout our history, from the very beginning of us as a country. From the world-changing scientific contributions, say, of Albert Einstein and Jonas Salk, to the creative mastery of composers like Irving Berlin and director Julie Taymor, and from the towering intellect of many U.S. Supreme Court justices like Louis Brandeis, Benjamin Cardozo, Felix Frankfurter, Arthur Goldberg, Abe Fortas, Stephen Breyer, Ilana Kagan, and of course, the beloved Ruth Bader Ginsburg. To the athletic excellence of people like Sandy Koufax, Julian Edelman, Aly Raisman, and Kevin Youkilis. The life of our country is undeniably richer and better thanks to the contributions of Jewish Americans. Perhaps most importantly, we definitely wouldn't laugh as much as we do without the countless jokes, screenplays, sitcoms, stand-up routines written and performed by Jewish Americans. And here the list is truly way too long to include. But I am grateful for the humor and the insight of comedians like Massachusetts' own Jenny Slate and local legend Adam Sandler, hilarious boundary breakers Gilda Radner, we all remember Rosanna and from Gilda, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and the legendary Mel Brooks. And I have to add the Marx Brothers. They're part of that wonderful list as well. As you could see, Jewish Americans have woven a legacy throughout the history of this great nation, and that legacy continues to this day to be built. I have often said that the Senate is stronger because of the diversity of perspectives and experiences that each of us carry with us when we come here. And we share and we talk about it and we contribute to our bills, to our policies, to what we do every single day, to the debate that's taking place today, each of you contributing to make our budget for 2025 so much better. And that certainly is true of the life of the Commonwealth and the country too. As a proud Jewish American, I will always be grateful to this country for welcoming my family. My grandfather escaped Poland, Russia, and came the very day his best friend was found hanging in his village square. And he came came through Ellis Island. Had he not escaped, I would not clearly be here today. You know, it's an amazing thing to say that this country has supported us and so many families fleeing political and religious persecution and giving us a great shot at having a happy, productive, and meaningful life. And there are so many stories like mine throughout the Commonwealth, throughout our country. And those are the stories that we honor here today. So I would like all of you, I welcome all of you, and like you to help us celebrate today, both in this chamber and then next door in the Senate Reading Room. We are blessed to be joined by local Boston musicians called Ezekiel's Wheels Klezmer Band, who put their own modern and delightful spin on the traditional Jewish folk music known as klezmer. So we welcome you and we thank you for being here. It's passed down, klezmer music was passed down through Central and Eastern Europe and incorporates elements from Greek, Romanian, Slavic, and German instrumental traditions. Klezmer is also deeply woven into American life now too. And we thank the members of Ezekiel's Wheels for being part of the rich artistic legacy of Jewish Americans, particularly Boston Jewish Americans. Thank you. And for sharing your gifts with us in the Senate chamber and the Senate Reading Room, sharing your gifts with us today and enriching our life and helping us celebrate and being joyful today. I'm also pleased to inform you that there will be refreshments in the reading room as well. Today they're being provided by Bakey, a local bakery right from Boston here. I have to say I never had babka, although I hear somebody here might be a babka maker, but I never had babka that equaled my grandmother's until I tasted Bakey's chocolate babka, I have to say. So it's delicious. So I encourage all of you, when we recess and go into the reading room, please enjoy and celebrate, enjoy the music, enjoy the baked goods, and thank you again for joining us today and helping us celebrate, and a happy Jewish American Heritage Month to all of you. Thank you. Thank you. Take a recess. We're going to play one song and then we'll go here. We're going to play one here and then move in. So we will recess so that Ezekiel Wheels can start their performance. Thank you so much.